Race
If
to
I
the
did it,
Tower
I get a
of
whooping.
Power.
I did it.
That's all, folks. Race to the Tower of Power. Pablo and Tyrone exit Tyrone's house wearing black supervillain masks. They introduce themselves to Vera as Yucky Man,
Huh?
a supervillain who covers everything in sticky goo, and Dr. Shrinky, a supervillain who shrinks things. Yucky Man covers the backyard slide with his goo, and Dr. Shrinky shrinks the backyard slide down.
That's what made it work.
The almost size of the mouse. The villains then sing superheroes vs. supervillains.
No, they don't. They sure don't.
The villains disappear in the forest of darkness.
The beautiful
in
colors.
an attempt to steal the key to the world from the Tower of Power. Iniqua Nelson appeared on screen with a purple superhero mask and a dark blue superhero mask. They introduced themselves to the viewer as superheroes to save the world from supervillains. Iniqua is Weather Woman, a superhero with the power to change the weather. And Captain Hammer, a superhero who can build anything. The hero sang superheroes vs. supervillains. Again, after the song, they see the slide covered in goo tiny. They head up to stop the villains from stealing the key to the world. The backyard transformed into a dark forest.
I remember this.
Meanwhile, the supervillains are trying to find the Tower of Power to steal the key to the world. And they spot the land of cold. They sing Key to the World. The superheroes tell the supervillains to stop. Yucky Man shoots goo in the ground at the heroes' feet and causes them to get stuck in it. While the woman gets her hand stuck in the goo after she tries to attempt to get him out. Captain Hammer builds a goo-sucking vacuum cleaner and sucks up the goo while the woman congratulates him. The villains are skating across a frozen pond to get to the Tower of Power, where the woman and Captain Hammer find a stick in the frozen pond, which turns into a rowing boat, where the woman changes the weather from cloudy into dark and sunny. And melts the ice.
Look at Elmer Fudd, look. I love your reading. I think you're a very good reader.
The supervillains are stranded on an iceberg, in the middle of the water. The superheroes pass by the villains in the boat and break. I'm reading.
I know, but we're trying to watch this too.
I don't know how to watch this.
This is family time.
I don't know if this is not family time or not.
You might like this if you get to watching it.
Uh-huh.
Yucky Man has a panic attack, and it makes the water turn to goo. The heroes in the boat are stuck. The villains pass by the heroes and brag. The heroes sing the Sea of Gobbledygoo.
Thank you for finding this.
As they step in the gross goo, Austin turns the boat into a big bridge to the cross. Meanwhile, the villains are halfway there. They laugh maniacally until they are passed by the heroes. They are confused. The heroes walk to the tower one day and the villains sing superhero vs. supervillains versus. The villains pretend to be tired, but really just trick the heroes into allowing them into the tower. Dr. Shrinky shrinks Captain Hammer to be as small as his shoe. The villains walk up and many sets of stairs back outside. Captain Hammer and Weather Woman are singing, "You and me to the rescue."
He stuck the nigga on his pocket.
As they figure out the plan, Weather Woman makes a tornado appear and it takes them to the top of the tower.
I'll make a deal with you. That's what I'll do. Get half.
The villains reach the last staircase when the key is, and the heroes appeared. Weather Woman somersaults over the supervillains' heads to save the key from the villains. The villains try to goo and shrink Weather Woman, but she grabs the key and uses it to deflect the goo and shrink way back at the villains, causing their heads to cover the goo and shrinks them still the size of her legs.
Good reading, Mitchell.
Captain Hammer brings a paperclip with his hand
that
and
would be
becomes
me,
a
right?
cage.
Okay, button to the remote, baby. I just saying. Are you sitting on it?
That was a short one.
Right here.
Oh, Stoney, it's right behind you.
That ain't my job.
You egghead
You got to learn how to go
McMuffin
Because of the villains to trap his defeat, the heroes laugh at the villains in the cage. The villains cry because they got defeated by the heroes. And they ask him if they can let them out of the cage, while the woman says that villains may be allowed out of the cage if they promise to be superheroes and help to protect the kid instead of stealing them. The villains accept, and Dr. Shrinking makes him Yucky Man and Captain Hammer grow back in normal size. Well, the woman thanks Dr. Shrinky for making everyone grow back in a normal size. Dr.
Uncle
Shrinky
Woody.
claims that he is not Dr. Shrinky, the supervillain anymore. And Yucky Man claims that he is not Yucky Man, the supervillain anymore. And they become superheroes. Dr. Shrinky now, Dr. Go
Uncle
holds
Woody.
the superhero ability to make anything better.
Heart
Yucky Man is the very clean guy who has superhero ability to make anything clean. Pablo's stomach growls and explains that it's so hungry guy. Someone invites everyone over to his house for granola bars. Everyone accepts the snack choice at the time we transform back into our backyard. They sing the end song and enter Tyrone's house. Pablo opens the partially closed door and shouts, "Wah-ha-ha-ha-ha! I mean, to the rescue!" Weather Woman, Yucky Man, Very Clean Guy, Dr. Shrinky, Dr. Grow, Captain Hammer. Superheroes versus supervillains. Key to the world, the Sea of Gobbledygoo. You and me to the rescue.